G'day, you beautiful people. My name's Stoney. I'm an indie game developer working from way out in the Australian bush. Seriously, I can't walk outside without dodging a snake or a mob of kangaroos staring at me. For over 10 years now, I've been working solo on games. I've released several mobile games and built so many prototypes for people, but it wasn't until recently had I actually released a full game for myself. Last year, I developed and released Disorder, a horror game where you play a series of twisted word games to save your family. After release, many content creators picked up the game and they seemed to have a lot of fun with it. And watching my game be played and then shared to millions online was so surreal, and I thought, holy shit, my game might just sell. But the sales didn't match the hype, and I just learned the hard way that visibility doesn't guarantee players. It was such an awesome experience building the game and in watching others play it out in the wild. But the lack of sales made me deep dive on what went wrong. If my game is so cheap and everyone liked it, why weren't they buying it? I had realised that once a person had watched another play the game, they no longer needed to play it themselves as they had already seen all of the shocking moments. I've learned so much working on Disorder, but because the sales weren't there, I had to take what I learned and get straight to work on my next game. Because of the traction Disorder got within the indie horror community, I began working on a new single-player horror game. I was collaborating with a dear friend of mine, a really talented writer, and we started putting together an incredible story. I absolutely loved the concept, but something kept nagging at me. I wanted to play a game with my friends, and I couldn't shake this idea of building a multiplayer game just for us to play together. Years ago, my friends and I would play a game called Gary's Mod, specifically a mode called Trouble in Terrorist Town. It's a social deduction game. One or more players are the traitor, one is a sheriff, and the rest are civilians. The traitor's goal is to eliminate everyone without getting caught, while the sheriff and civilians work to survive. I have so many good memories sneaking around and murdering my friends. The tension, the chaos, the laughter, it was unlike anything else. I even showed my friends Among Us to see if it captured that same feeling, and their first response? It's so full of kids. And that was the spark. I dug into the origins of social deduction games, and one of the first was called Mafia. And there it was. The moment I saw the word Mafia, I instantly thought of my all-time favourite TV series, The Sopranos. It was as if the stars had aligned and the universe had just gifted me my next game. And that game is Wise Guys.
Man, fucking bag some cash, boy. I'll fucking glass you. Alright? Get in there. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Oh my god. What did I just...
It's not a fucking rat. Oh, fuck off!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
This is a long... Oh my god!
Sorry! I didn't know you were there, sorry! Oh god, what? It wasn't even the rat!
One boss, 6 wise guys, and 1 rat. The boss just got word from his man on the inside. Federal indictments are coming. The cops could raid at any minute. The wise guys have to stash their guns, drugs, and cash. But that's not all. There's a rat in the group, and the cops are listening. Clear the stash, whack the rat, and get out before the raid, if you can.
That was the first time I've ever been a rat. One more game. I didn't know you fucking...
I want wise guys to capture that mafia vibe. The scheming, the tension, the betrayals, but in my own way, cartoon chaos, brutal over the top but hilarious moments. Every time my friends play, I want them to feel like anything can happen and everyone is out for themselves. I spent weeks designing the game design document. I mapped out exactly how I thought the game should play, from the task flow to combat, from player roles to how the rat can deceive and survive. I wanted everything planned before even thinking about building it. But that is when reality hit. There's one massive problem. I had never made a multiplayer game before, not once. Networking, latency, syncing players, I had no idea where to start. Was I excited? Absolutely. Terrified? Definitely. And that challenge, learning multiplayer from scratch while building a game I wanted to play with my friends, would define the next several months of development. And this is just the beginning. I've been documenting the whole development of Wise Guys, from brainstorming to tackling the challenges of multiplayer and building the first prototype, designing the tasks and combat to testing with all of my friends and fine-tuning the chaos. If you'd like to see the game come to life leading up to release, please consider subscribing. And also, please consider wishlisting the game on Steam, and I hope you stick around for the ride. Cheers, guys.